Hey there, beautiful brown girl family.
Burr, 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 burr.
Dang, I said, yo, real life. I
What did I
told
say?
myself 2 days ago, I was like, let me look up them air horns because Sam gonna be talking about me. I can't believe I forgot again.
It is
Oh
okay.
my
You
God.
no, this is okay because you were moving. You were moving, so that's okay.
I was. Okay, I'm gonna put it on my
Everybody.
list, y'all. But y'all take these homemade, home produced air horns. Pew, 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 right now. So we
Hey
are back
everybody.
with another episode, y'all. So excited to be here with you all. See you all getting in here. So go ahead and start introducing yourselves in the comments. Let us know where you are watching from. If this is your very first time hanging out with us here on BrownVersations, if you will type first
Welcome.
time in the comments. If you are always here hanging out with us, you are
Yep.
an OG. So type OG in the comments so that we can acknowledge you. How are you doing today, Sab?
Hi, I'm good. I'm good. I know. What did you call it? I know y'all probably saw this on my arm. It's calamine lotion. I had a little scratching going on earlier, but I am good. I am good. I am excited.
I like your
Well,
new do.
you like my ooh? Can I play a song for y'all real quick?
A song, a little
Real
do
quick.
you trying to
Yes,
get us
real quick.
kicked off Facebooks.
Yes. Can y'all hear this? Stop me if y'all can't hear it. Hold on. In her braids, a black girl in her braids. Can't tell her nothing. Please don't touch it. You know she looks amazing.
Yes.
I like that song. That's what I thought about when I was getting my hair done, y'all.
I love it. Ooh, and your braids real long too. It
Down to the
looks
flow.
like they are to your booty.
Down to the flow.
I love it. I love it. So let me go ahead and do some shout outs. I see y'all getting in here. So let me
Everybody.
acknowledge you. Hey, Lakia, and
Jessica.
happy belated Juneteenth. We got Irma in the house,
Hey,
is here with
Vaughn.
us. Jessica is checking in. We got
Welcome, Jessica.
Jackie and
Welcome.
Elise. We got Carmen here from Pittsburgh. We got Sarah
Pittsburgh.
here from
That's your
St.
hometown.
Louis.
Oh, wait, it's not your
No,
hometown, but
I was in Pennsylvania. Yes, that's
oh,
actually where I know Carmen from. We have Anisha is here for the first time.
welcome, Anisha.
First timer in the house. We got Elise is here. OG. Lakia's a OG. Karen's a OG from Tacoma. We got Linda up
Oh,
in this piece. Yes, our OG's checking in. Okay.
what
Donna
up,
and
OG? Oh, she had a
Peggy.
hand signal.
Oh
There's
my gosh, we got another first timer, Jessica.
welcome, Jessica. You're
Okay,
gonna have
we
a lot
got
of fun today.
Vaughn. Vaughn is in here for the first time. Okay,
From
guys,
it
look
what
at
she
these.
said.
Hey. So shout out to Sarah as well, who
Oh
is the
man.
OG cherry. To your question, yes, we are gonna catch you next time, boo. So
Yes.
you get to see what that's gonna look like. So let's go ahead and kick this party off, y'all. You can clearly
Party
tell
going.
we are
She's party
ready,
going.
excited to be
Fucking
here with
influencer.
y'all. So, welcome to BrownVersations. This is our virtual platform where we talk about all things brown girl related. We are here to connect
Yeah.
you to other like minded women and give you a platform to share your voice in the brown that matter to us and those we care about. We invite you to connect with beautiful brown girls and connect with us individually as we take this journey through life. My name is Kimberland, and I am now in. I am in Los Estados Unidos. I am back in the
Aw.
US, y'all. I
Aw.
am in Boston. So I came home for a little
Aw.
bit to the States to see family, see friends, and just kind of connect with the folks a little bit before I go and jet set off again. So for our first timers, I am an educator, an educational advocate, consultant, a digital nomad, a blogger, a podcaster, and tonight I am one of your hosts here on BrownVersations.
I am also one of your co-hosts. My name is Sab Jackson. I am a marketing professional. I am a podcaster. I am a lifelong learner. I am sister to Maria, sister to Tawanda, sister to Sybil, daughter to Barbara, and I'm feeling really good today, you guys, ladies, gentlemen, Kimberland. I'm just feeling really
I'm
good. So
here for
welcome,
it.
all of you new people, soon to be OGs, and welcome back to our OGs. So no, just welcome everybody. I
Yes.
don't want to call. I mean, we do have to call our people, our tribe out. Our brown. Ooh, Kimberland. I came up with a name as I was getting
What?
ready for today's show because you know how some
What?
shows do. Yeah, you ladies have like names for their community. Brown
Yeah.
beauty. What
That's cute.
what y'all think about
That's
that?
cute. Brown beauties. I could
Mm,
roll with it. Well,
so just
let's
something to
see.
mull
What?
over. Just
Let's
mull
see.
over.
Let's see how it lands. Yeah, let's see
Yeah,
how it
real
lands
quick.
on the people. Okay. So want to give just a little bit of the info again for those of you who may be here for the first time. A reminder for those of you who are always with us. Beautiful Brown Girls is all about sisterhood, support, self-care. We are creating authentic friendships, swapping stories, experiences. We get the opportunity to connect with folks all over this globe, y'all. So
All
the
over
reason that
the
we ask
world.
you to say where you are watching from is because you very well may find your next best friend right there in the comments. Okay. So we want to make sure that you're getting connected to us. And one of the best ways to do that is to join our VIP member space. This is our space where we can connect on a deeper level. We've got so much content in there that just really just feeds our souls and spirits and allows us to really connect with other folks. We've got classes, we've got book clubs, we've got workout opportunities, we've got all sorts of things. You get discounts by being in there. You're the first to know about
Welcome
everything that we're
giveaways.
doing. So it's only $25 for the month, and you go to members.beautifulbrowngirls.com to be able to connect with us there. Also, while you are watching today, we are trying to get our engagement up, y'all, because we've been doing this Sam, for like we just had
4
our
years.
100th episode
4 or 5 years now.
a couple months
Maybe
ago. So yeah, it's
5 years
been
now.
like 4 years, right? And we want to
Yeah.
make sure that people are aware of the amazing things that we're doing, the conversations that we're having. So that's where your help comes in. If you are loving the content, if you will go ahead and share the broadcast on your page, tag some of your friends, family members, girlfriends, tell them to get on in here and join the BrownVersation. And while we're talking, make sure that you give us some emojis. We already
Mhm.
see coming in. So if you are able right now, if you'll give us a like or a heart, that will talk to the algorithm so that people will know, child, we out here. Okay, we doing this thing. You heard me? All right. So I went to New
Mhm.
Orleans right quick. It
He
came
sure
out.
did.
I know, right? So we have a couple quick announcements before we jump into
Oh,
the
real quick.
stuff
Oh, no,
today.
real quick. We wanted to
Oh wait.
just remind people, like, if you are interested in participating in the show, or if you are interested, so we have the opportunity to pull you ladies and or gentlemen from the comments. So you can, if you are interested in being on the show with us and just having a little fun with myself and Kimberlyn, just tell us now in the comments that you are interested. We would love to have you on the show. You can participate in the conversation. I'm sorry, the BrownVersations, and play games with us. You can, we would just love the opportunity to meet with the people who are in our comments. So if you are interested, put in the comments, I am interested. And if you're watching the replay, just go ahead and email us at beautifulbrowngirls@gmail.com and let us know that you are interested in hanging out with myself and Kimberlyn and this brown girl and her braids, or black girl and her braids.
I loved it. I love that was a good callback, Sam. You called that right on back.
Yes.
For our announcements today, Sam, I know you
Yes.
wanted to talk to the people
Yes,
about cosmology.
I did.
Cosmology is one of our sponsors and partners with Beautiful Brown Girls. They've been there since the beginning. But go ahead, Sam. Tell the people why you wanted to highlight cosmology today.
Yes. So I am someone, if you've been watching the show, you've been seeing me wear my ponytail. I don't like doing my hair, not much at all. And I got my braids done this weekend, and I had to take out my own hair and do my own hair and wash my own hair. So I decided to try our the comb. This is the Curl Plus Paddle Comb, right? So I'm someone, ladies, I don't like doing my hair. I don't like washing my hair. I wore, how long have I been wearing that ponytail? For a minute. It's cute.
Yeah,
I
it was
like
a
it,
minute.
but it's just it's really quick and it's really simple. But the reason why I point this out is because I spent about 2.5 hours washing my hair. From someone who does not like to do her hair, this was a game changer. Now, this is the Curls Plus Paddle Comb, and this is the Curl Plus Pick from Cosmology. This changed my whole washing my hair experience, y'all. Like I used to hate 2 hours washing my hair from
I
someone who does
know.
not like to do her hair. This was
It's the truth.
beautiful.
It's
So
the
I
truth.
just
I
wanted
love
to
their products too.
this. I don't know what else I can go on, but I won't for the sake of the time. But I just want you ladies to know that these products were amazing, and it was just such a joy to wash my hair. And I'm just so happy that we have sponsors like Cosmology to let us have us use these products. So they're just really great. So just please purchase their products, cosmology.com, spelled KAZMALEJE. Yeah.
Yep. And y'all, I'm telling you, we've talked about cosmology a few times because they really what this it changes your life in real life. And I didn't think it was possible. Like I was like, they just talking. But it is real. Like it is real. So I definitely co-sign that and second that emotion. So if you are looking for an amazing product to detangle, to comb your hair, again, cosmology.com, and they're also in Target. So you can get it there. So someone already mentioned, but we wanted to make sure that we wished everyone not necessarily a happy Juneteenth. I don't feel like it's like a happy Juneteenth like type of thing, but that we honored and commemorated Juneteenth yesterday, as well as officially some folks were off today for Juneteenth. So just to commemorate Freedom Day, Juneteenth was the day in 1865, June 19th, when slaves, formerly enslaved people in Texas, found out that they actually have been free for 2 years. So Juneteenth is the day that we commemorate that. So we definitely wanted to make sure that we acknowledge Juneteenth for everyone, and congratulate you all if you were celebrating that. Also want to wish what?
Keep going. Can I keep going?
Okay.
I'm about to show y'all what I bought this weekend while Kimberland talks. I'm sorry.
Oh Lord. Okay. So also want to wish you all a happy Pride Month. We know the month of June is the place where we honor our LGBTQ plus population. So happy Pride Month to all of you who are celebrating Pride Month or identify with that community or are an ally of that community. So again, happy Pride Month. What are you doing over there, girl?
Let me show y'all what I was at this grocery store this weekend. And I'm just like,
that looks so good.
I mean, I am an ally. So
I'm not gonna eat it on was air. It really necessary? Wait a minute.
Yes.
Was it really necessary for you to bring this cake on here right now?
Yes. I need to
now I'm gonna be sitting up here about cake.
It's an amazing cake that I cannot wait to try. And I just thought it was such a beautiful cake. And I was like, I want to show the community my cake.
So y'all, I can't with Sam. Now I'm about to be over here hungry the whole time while you sitting there about to eat cake. Oh my gosh. So anyway, y'all, happy Juneteenth, happy Pride Month for those who are celebrating that. All right, Sab, you ready to get into this? We got a couple updates before we jump into our new releases. Don't it look good, y'all? I'm just sitting here just like Sabrina. But anyway, so we always want to make sure that we follow back up when we have certain topics that come up and we have updates that come around to those topics. And this is a story that we've been following for some months now. It's been going on since February. And this is U.S. basketball star Brittany Griner. She is being held in Russia and has been being held in Russia since February on accusations of drug smuggling. She was supposed to have a court date that was coming up this month of June, and Russia said that she's going to remain in Russian custody through at least
Crazy.
July 2nd. So they continue to extend her detention. So, as we've shared with you all in the past, we try not to harp on this too much because there's a lot of politics involved, but we do feel a
Mhm.
responsibility to you all as the community to make sure that we keep you updated. So we want to continue to keep Brittany and her family in our prayers, as I cannot imagine what her life is like, and just that somebody will touch the hearts of the Russian people to allow her to go through this process instead of continually delaying everything. So love, prayers, peace, all the things to Brittany Griner.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Thanks for sharing that. All right. As we get ready to transition into new movies, we're going to play a game with you, ladies and or gentlemen, a game of pass or play. So we're going to talk about some movies, and you let us know in the comments whether or not this is something that you would watch or this is something that you would pass on. So pass or play, pretty simple. Pass. What? Pass is thumbs down, Kimberland.
pass is
Thumbs
thumbs
down.
down, or you can type pass, and
Or you can
play
type
is
it.
thumbs
And
up,
pass, thumbs
or
up.
you can type play, or you can give us some emojis. So you can
Yes.
have the like
Emojis, emojis,
emoji,
emojis. We just talked about emojis.
or the love emoji. All right, so we ready to jump into this?
Let's do it. So
All
Hulu
right.
released a trailer recently with Mike Tyson for the Mike Tyson series. So Moonlight star Trevante Rose steps into the ring as Mike Tyson on Hulu's new 8-episode limited series, Mike, about the polarizing boxer. And this is going to come out on August 25th. Hulu recently dropped the trailer for the upcoming limited series, which promises to be an unauthorized, no holds barred look at the life of Mike Tyson. Are we here for it? Will we watch it? Are we gonna pass? For me, it looks interesting, but I'll
Uh-huh.
probably play it. But I feel like he's so open and very vulnerable, very authentic, and very like he did a bee video this weekend. I saw on the internet. It was like him in a bee suit, and he was just living his best life. But I feel like we know so much about Mike Tyson because he's just very open about his life already. What else can he
Uh,
tell us? So I would play it.
mm.
I would play it. What about you,
You would
Kimberly?
play it to
I would
find
play it.
out what else?
Hmm. And also
Okay.
because he's just very entertaining, and I would be
He is.
curious to see what some other people think about him or what
It looks
other.
like our community is split, like down the
Okay.
middle, almost it seems.
Okay.
I agree with you. I really Mike Tyson is entertaining. I actually really
Mhm.
enjoyed his one man show that
I'm
he
about to
did.
pull
I
this
think
up,
it was
y'all.
on HBO.
Mhm.
So it was really nice to hear him talking about his life. I
Mhm.
would definitely give this a shot. I don't
Yeah.
think I lose anything at all by playing this. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a definite play.
I
I'm a
agree.
definite play for good old Mike.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not trying to be vain with the hair, but like this oh,
This black girl in her braids, y'all. This black girl in her
I
braids.
was
She
trying to
is
make a
over.
statement, trying to
Honey,
for the
you
sake of the
better
show,
work
but
them.
this it's just like, ugh.
You better work them, okay?
All right.
So all right. So next up, we
Oh,
have
do we see the picture of Trevante and his jaws? Do we
yeah,
show that?
girl.
Oh, we showed that?
Yes,
Okay, I'm sorry.
child.
I just want to make
We
sure we
showed
showed
it,
that.
child. We
Okay. All right.
did.
All right,
We
good.
did, honey. They yes. Okay. Yes. Now now, how many of you all watched Squid Game?
Red light, green light.
Did you watch Squid
I
Games?
did. I do. I have,
You
and
did.
I
Yes.
liked it.
So
Liked it. It did it.
I was about to ask, like, did you like it or love it? Okay. So Squid Games is based on the premise of childhood games. So like all of these games that we play when we were a child. So you heard Sab talking about red light, green light. There was like puzzle games and like all sorts of things. But basically what we have gotten word of is that Squid Games 2 is about to come out, y'all.
Bang bang. I'm excited. I'm so
They done,
excited.
honey. They done gave the green light, honey. They done dropped
They
the
gave the green
teaser
light.
for Squid Games season 2. They said it took 12 years to bring the first season of Squid Games to life last year, but it took 12 days for Squid Game to become the most popular Netflix series ever. Ever. That's crazy.
What did you think? Did you like it, Kimberly?
I loved it.
Oh, you
And
gotta watch
actually,
it.
I didn't watch it when everybody was first talking about it because I sometimes don't like to do trendy things like when it's
You
all
try
the
to be the
buzz.
contrarian.
I don't know. I just be like, I don't know. But I did finally break down and watch it, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I see why this took off like the way that it did. So
Donna said she didn't see it. Is it Donna? Donna said she didn't see it. Girl, you gotta watch it. You have to
you
watch it.
gotta you gotta watch it. It is really interesting. So Aisha said she thought it was horror based. It's not horror based at all.
No,
There are
it's not.
definitely some gory type scenes per se. So
I mean,
like, but it's not, it's like there's like blood, like in, but but it's not like,
so
it's
people get
not
killed in
horror.
it. People die or something.
People definitely die.
Okay, people
People
die.
definitely die. But it's not like it's gonna haunt you in your sleep type thing. It's
So
more
it's not
like,
like
dang, this is crazy.
Keenan Peele. What's his name? Kevin Peele.
What?
Keenan Peele.
Jordan Peele?
Jordan.
I'm like, girl, what are
Y'all
you
know who I'm
talking
talking about.
about? Like Jordan Peele. And you don't get like I don't think it's like the like shock. It's not that.
Okay.
I don't think too much. But anyway, so I'm glad that you're asking about that though, because they actually are looking for people to be on the Squid Games reality show. They're
So they
coming
gonna die.
out with the Squid Games reality show.
So you get to be in a reality show to die.
No, you're not. Well, they're not. You won't die.
I mean,
Like
that's what
so,
Squid Games is about.
but you won't die this time.
Oh.
So let me. Okay, so there are going to be 456 players who are competing for a $4.56 million prize. Netflix has assured contenders that they won't be killed if they fail.
Good.
Okay, so you will not die, but you do have the opportunity to win $4.56 million. So would you all be on the Squid Games?
They would
You
have
passed
to.
on the Squid Games.
You remember Fear Factor, y'all? Y'all remember Fear Factor with Joe Rogan? They would have to top that. Can you even top eating cockroaches and being in a pool of spiders? And can they top that? What they say, what they're gonna do? Like, we don't know. That's the mystery in it. Donna, is it Donna?
Yeah, Donna.
Donna. That's the mystery. We don't know, and I imagine they won't reveal too much, as they shouldn't. But they would have to top something really crazy because people play red light, green light, and die. So how you gonna top people dying?
I don't know. Maybe they put them in a shoot and make them like, go away somewhere, and then the mystery or something. I don't know, but that's what they're working on. So if you feeling the urge in your spirit, okay,
people pass, like a lot of passive.
Yeah, the community is not here for it.
Oh,
but somebody is watching, they're watching the replay, or they're just, they haven't commented yet because they really do want, $4.56 million. So I'm just saying, our job is to make sure that we let y'all know what's up. Okay. And this is an opportunity that is out there. So Lakia she said sign her up. See, I knew there would be one. So yeah. So that's what they're working on. That is like I said, in the works. So if that's something that you're looking at, you might want to do a little research and see how to get on up in that piece.
You gotta be ready. Like you got to be ready. So speaking of being ready, literally being ready. Y'all get it? Y'all get it? Y'all get it?
I see
So
what you did there.
so alas, Beyonce season is upon us. And so Beyonce is set to release. So we knew something, her, the B Legion, and I will make note that I am not a card carrying um, member of the B Legion. However, I am, I'll, come to a party every once in a while and partake. But the B Legion knew something was happening when she deleted all of her social media avatars. She deleted her Instagram, her Twitter, her YouTube, and just left everything blank. And people just knew something was up. Something was coming. So yes, Beyonce season is upon us. Beyonce is set to release her 7th studio project called Renaissance on July 29th. So mark your calendars. Beyonce always elevates, always elevates. She actually, like I said, we knew something was coming up when all of her social media was scrubbed. So Beyonce, she did a editorial article with British Vogue. She didn't quote. It was an interview. It was written by the editor-in-chief of Vogue, and he gave his POV of what was happening. So she of what they were partaking in at her home. So the editor-in-chief, I don't know his name, I don't know his name, but Edward Enninful of British Vogue, and he wrote everything. He talked about the photo shoot. He had dinner at Beyonce's home. He talked about the minimalistic aesthetic of her house. This is all in the British Vogue article. He got a chance to listen to Beyonce's album, and they didn't give too many details about it. Of course, he didn't give too many details. He didn't share too much, but he just, in the article, he describes her most ambitious musical project to date, the culture shifting, Grammy dominating Queen Bee of all she surveys, has trained her considerable artillery on America's musical soundscape of the late 20th century. Again, we don't know much about it. As I imagine, they wouldn't share too much. Beyonce and her crew or team are very close and tight knit about what they divulge. So I was really surprised that she let this man listen to her album. She let him in her home because she is notoriously private. So are we excited about this? And what do we think about the Vogue pictures, the Vogue cover community? What do you ladies think?
And are we passing or playing on this new album?
Can we even pass or play? Can we even say we want to pass or play now when we haven't heard?
Yeah, you can say if you want to pass or play.
I think that's.
Are you here for Beyonce putting out a new album? I'm always here for it, honey. I'ma always be here for it. Okay. And I see y'all putting these passes here in the comments, and I want you to know I'm judging you. Okay. I just want you to know I'm judging you.
Who else?
But as a card carrying member, I'm here for it. I'm going wherever be taking us. Okay. Wherever she taking us, I'm here for it.
So if she put out an album with just different poops emojis and just different poop sounds, would you still buy it because it's Beyonce?
You know she ain't gonna do that. So that is not.
But y'all would consider that art.
Girl, shut up.
Just poop Renaissance album.
Just hush. So it looks like most of our community is here for Queen Bee, while we have a few dissenters among us. Okay. But I'm just saying, I really do though. I want to see where Beyonce is going to take this. I think about her a lot, kind of like Kanye, like when she comes and she pushes it to a new level, and I'm really interested to see where is where she's gonna push it to. So Danita, Beyonce's people are the Beehive.
Oh
And
yeah.
you know, there are like official Beehive members, and then there are people that kind of just tag along, and then there are haters, you know.
They're not haters. They're
So
just
no.
objective. They're not haters.
No,
Oh,
I'm just kidding. So Sab is basically saying you know, she can rock with it, but she's not a super duper fan. Whereas some of us are. We are super duper fans. So that's what the Beehive is about, in a card carrying member of the Beehive. Okay.
did y'all
So
like
it
the
looks
Vogue
like,
pictures?
huh?
Did y'all like the Vogue pictures? I only liked one. Like she has her short bangs again. Just yeah.
Let me go back to them so they can see
She
right
has her
quick.
short bangs. I only like one of the outfits, and yeah, I mean Beyonce can't do any wrong when it comes to fashion, but I think in this instance I just wasn't a big fan. I don't like the short bangs. Now the cover is giving
Mm-hmm.
me life. I
Mm-hmm.
love that cover with her and the horse and the
Mm-hmm.
stallion. I don't know if that's a stallion. I just call it a
It
stallion.
feels
But
very futuristic.
mhm,
And okay, what else? Like I'm not like super like, dang, she killed that, like at all.
mhm.
But it's cute. It's like
Okay,
it's kind of
it's good.
futuristic. It is,
It's good.
it is.
All right.
You know.
Dang. I mean,
I'm
I
just
expect
saying.
more excitement, more exuberance, more anticipate, more
Not about the Vogue
salivating.
cover. Not about the Vogue cover. I'm here for this album though. Like
Okay.
I'm definitely here for this album.
Okay.
Like for reals. So Jennifer Hudson, who is unofficially known as my twin,
J Hood.
um J Hood, has reached an iconic status that many people have reached towards but have not yet achieved. And that is the iconic status of getting an EGOT. So, an
What
EGOT
is
means
EGOT?
an artist has gotten an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony.
Damn.
So, Jennifer Hudson just won a Tony Award as producer of A Strange Loop, which is a musical. So she is the 17th person to reach EGOT status, the second Black woman. Whoopi Goldberg was the first, and John Legend is another Black artist who has an EGOT.
Oh,
So
I forgot about
Jay,
her.
Jay Hutt is out here winning. Okay. So we just got word on that. But then we also got word that she is going to have a new talk show coming out. So the Jennifer Hudson talk show is set to launch in September. And she actually is utilizing Ellen's producing team. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see what that looks like. It says that she has access to 95% of the country through the market, and
Wow,
officially
already?
she has access to it because she has Ellen's producing team. So she will be ready to head into syndication this fall, in September 12th, on September 12th on Fox TV. So they are filling that time slot, and J
Wow.
Hud is out here with the win.
I'm probably gonna pass until I see the until I start to see clips. I haven't seen anything from her. Like interviews, she doesn't wow me in interviews. She's not engaging
Mm-hmm.
and fun for me to watch her in interviews.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have to. So initially I'll pass. So I'll wait until the excitement dies. I'll look for the clips first. I'll look for
Mm-hmm.
the what do
Okay.
they call those? Clickbait clicks or clips. Yeah,
Yeah, the
I
clips or the
yeah,
trailers or whatever.
yeah. I haven't seen just again the interviews aren't really. I want to hear more from Jennifer, so I can only
Mm-hmm.
imagine that my level of excitement for her talk show is just not there. So, what
Hmm.
about you, community?
So our community again seems kind of split. Um, Yeah, kind of split. I was reading Janine's comment here. She said, "I'm a support till I'm disappointed." Um, I
Okay.
don't know what that looks like for her to have a talk show. I agree with
Yeah.
you when you say that her personality is not like, super out there, but I also don't know that you have to have that type of personality to have a successful talk show. One of y'all said
Point.
in here, if Clarkson, Ann said, if Kelly Clarkson can have a talk show, so can J Hud. Now, I fully agree with that now. So I just
Mhm.
wonder what it'll be like.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to support. I definitely am not gonna rearrange my schedule for it,
Huh.
but I'm willing to give it a stream or two,
A stream.
to see what she has going on. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm willing to do that
Okay.
for sure.
You're very that's very gracious of you, Kimberland.
Yeah, yeah.
I am not. So with that, so speaking of talk shows, so we talked about Sherry Shepherd before when we talked about Wendy Williams. So Sherry Shepherd is debuting. She debuted the trailer for her new talk show in the Wendy Williams time slot. Um, so yeah, so Shepard stepped in for Wendy as host while the television icon was away, and this was opportune for Sherry to slide into the show hosting slot that Wendy currently or
Yeah,
had, excuse me,
vacated. Mm-hmm.
vacated unceremoniously, and we'll talk about that in a bit. But she was on The View. Sherry has hosted countless shows.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
So
Sherry promised to be a comedic take on pop culture. She promises to be a comedic take on pop culture and entertainment. I like Sherry. I do
mm-hmm.
like Sherry. I love her personality. I did not watch her as much on Wendy. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it a watch too. I think the only thing that's missing for me, and don't judge me, is just the shade. Like Sherry's all warm and Philly and unicorns
Mm-hmm.
and rainbows all the time. Like she ever give shade? Is she ever like I like the
Is that
shade?
necessary?
It's funny. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
We need that clickbait. I don't know. No, it's not necessary. I guess I just miss Wendy. That's what it is. I just miss Wendy. And so and everybody's different and similar to what we just talked about with Jennifer and what you said, everybody doesn't have that same warm, touchy, feely personality.
Mm-hmm.
Sherry does. So maybe that's
Mm-hmm.
why I'm so used to it. Why I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it. I'll take
Mm-hmm.
it better. But this
Yeah, again, I'm not gonna rearrange my schedule. But I'm definitely willing to give it a stream or two. Um, but I don't want another Wendy Williams. I don't
what?
want no. I told you I don't like her. Like I don't care for this whole let me be in everybody business and tell no. No, just no. So I definitely am here for Sherry, and I'm glad that she has this opportunity. But as Peggy said, I'm not really a talk show person, but I'm
Mhm.
willing to like look at it on YouTube and give it a stream
Mhm.
or so after the fact. um but yeah,
The
no.
community's split too. They're split. Like I'm
Yeah,
looking passing.
and
Wow.
speaking of Wendy, like
Yes.
she had a good run.
She did. St- She did. And as much as you may not like her, you don't like how she did things, she paved the way. So Wendy Williams' show officially ended after 13 years in syndication this past Friday. The final episode aired on Friday the 17th without its iconic host present. So Friday's episode included a tribute to its longtime host, but Wendy Williams herself was not present, unfortunately, for her talk show. And it came to an unceremonious end from the air. And while you, Kimberlyn, say that you didn't like Wendy and how she did things, she lasted 13 seasons. She is the blueprint for a lot of people who are doing shows now, kind of how what is it? Is it Zuri, Ziri, Ari, Ziri, Zaire? Some show on Showtime where it's just the girl that wears pink all the time. I don't know the name of her show. Zoe. I don't know the name of her show. I've seen it. Anyway, the point that
I
I'm
have
making,
no idea what you're talking about.
y'all help me out. It's some lady. She's really small. She's really cute. She's wears pink all the time.
What
So
about her?
she reminds me of Wendy. Like she,
Oh.
the unspoken shade that she gives, it's just very fun. So the point that I'm making is like, you may not like Wendy, but there are more Wendy Williams is coming out.
That's fine, but I'm not trying to create them if they ain't already here. That's great. She had a good run, but I am not a consumer of the shade. So all right,
So why are
girl,
we
it's
showing a
been
blank?
real.
Why are we showing an empty chair? Oh, we're showing an empty chair because speaking of Wendy, so according to a new report, several of Wendy Williams's set props and what would be keepsakes will be tossed in the trash. So the iconic purple chair, the comments notes came out that said the wigs are still there since she didn't come and get them, so they'll be thrown out. All of her wigs that she talked about and named and loved, they're going to throw those out. And then the famous purple big chair will meet the same fate. The chair is just going to be thrown out, sources said. And production is not even bothering to try to donate the chair to a museum like The View did with their original table 10 years ago. You want to know who they donated their table to, Kimberland and everyone else? The Smithsonian.
Ooh.
You guys tried to laugh at me when I sat there and said that she should donate her stuff to the Smithsonian. You were like, Wendy, Smithsonian? Nah,
I'm like, girl, relax. Okay,
yes,
Smithsonian.
Yes, Smithsonian.
Miss me with
Wendy
that.
was iconic. Wendy was iconic.
Girl, okay. I definitely, to Jackie's point, I want to see her recover. I want her to be well, but I'm gonna stop short of iconic. Yeah, no. So, but interesting though. I guess I'm intrigued that the things aren't even being sold or like auctioned off, or I can see that. Like I can see it being auctioned off or something like that. But Smithsonian, I pause there.
Come on. Yes.
But I hope that I hope that she gets well, and she's definitely made an imprint on the industry. But this is not anything that I personally am missing because I never really watched her show anyway. So I'm good on that. But congratulations to her for a very long career, and hopefully, I believe that she'll be back. I don't think she can stay away very long. So I anticipate seeing her return.
Yeah.
So, having said that, we again want to remind you all that if you want to come out of the comments, come onto the show, be able to give your take on some of the things that we have up for watching. If you will, go ahead and type into the comments that you want to be on the show. So, if you'll type "bring me on" in the comments, if you would like to be on the show and participate in this segment with Sab and I. Again, if you're watching the replay and this is catching your fancy, go ahead and email us at beautifulbrowngirls@gmail.com. All right, news topics.
Z-Way. Z-Way is the name of the show. I'm telling you, once I hold on to something, I hold on to that.
I'm like, girl, I don't even know what you're talking about. All right, go ahead and talk.
So yes. So on to next. So lawmakers in the Democratic majority in the U.S. House of Representatives have voted to raise the nationwide age limit for buying some semi-automatic rifles and shotguns from ages 18 to now 21. This move follows the deadly mass shootings at the school in Uvalde, Texas, the supermarket in Buffalo, the shooter that killed 4 people in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And those are just the ones that I can actually remember and could take note of. But this package is unlikely to be adopted by the Senate, unfortunately, which is split 50-50 between the Democrats and the Republicans. And it will, because this now needs to go to the Senate. Yes, it passed through the House, but it now needs to go to the Senate. Sometimes I wonder what the House, do they do this just to be symbolic? And then it goes to the Senate.
Well, they're doing their job. Their job is to pass legislation.
Yeah, it is. But
they're doing their job.
It's like, it's just so infuriating and frustrating that so many of these Republicans in the House, Tim Scott, put politics over kids' lives and people's lives. And it's just going to take some act of God for something to change. Like this,
Yeah.
just.
Yeah, I try not to like get lost in it because I don't have a lot of faith, unfortunately, in the US government right now in doing things that matter. But one thing I do know is that the difference that we do have and the difference that we can make is in who we put in office, because these are the people that are voting or voting for or against this stuff. So if your senator is not meeting your political alignments, let's be super intentional about making sure that not just that you vote, but you take people with you to vote or help somebody else. Like if each one brings one, then we'll have more people in office that reflect the will of the public, especially knowing that more of the public is willing to put more procedures in place for gun safety laws than is being reflected in the votes right now. So,
ooh, Karen, you break up a good point.
Yeah, Karen, we're gonna talk about that actually in just a little bit. So I'm gonna grab that comment in just a second because we actually are about to talk about that.
iPhone tribe, stand up. So Kimberland is not a part of the tribe. I am.
I am not. I'm Team Droid all day, all night, and I ain't got no shame. You feel me? Okay.
So Apple, you ladies and gentlemen, recently announced a bunch of new features that are on the way for its software program. So it will include the ability to edit messages you've already sent in its messaging app. Apple explains that the ability to edit or unsend a message will be available for 15 minutes. And once a message is deleted, users can recover them for up to 30 days. I said initially when I pitched this, I was like, this is gonna be dangerous because we aren't gonna have receipts anymore unless you're like quick to screenshot. Like who's thinking
You got to be quick with the screenshot. You got to be quick with the screen. Listen, that's why you got to listen to your spirit. When your spirit when you looking like that or something, screenshot. You got to be quick. Okay, you got to be quick with the screenshot.
I am here for it. I am here for it. I am excited. I am I'm sending a text message, excuse me, and I'm trying to say, 3, and it'll be like, I don't know. Thing. I don't know. I hate sending typos. And so this will give me the opportunity to change that text message. But I wish
you get to edit it. But Lakia she said unsender for the Karens and those sending nudes to the wrong side person. Yeah. Otherwise, you need to say it with your chest, okay?
Yeah. I know sometimes
we gangster out here, Team Droid. I said what I said. Okay, I sent what I sent, and it's gonna be there, period, point blank. Okay.
Well, I am excited. And here's a question, just a rhetorical question for the community. Maybe if you have the answer or not. I'm wondering, yes, I reported on this story, but I couldn't find whether or not, if I can unsend this to Apple users, is it applicable to Android users? So that's something that I would like to know. Like if I unsend it to Kimberland, will she still see it?
I don't know.
That's just something.
That's we'll have to try that out and see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm glad y'all got y'all little capability or whatever. Yay. It's whatever. So moving on. One of my favorite stores, Target. I don't know how many Targeters there are here in the community, but listen, you go in Target for a loaf of bread and child, you come out $200 later, and it every time, Lord Jesus, I literally had to go on a Target detox, and I'm glad I've been out the country because they don't have Target in Mexico, and praise the Lord, because I don't know when to stop. But we have good news. Target actually is trying to clear out some excess inventory. So they are cutting prices on TVs, on home goods, on, excuse me, as well as clothing, because they're realizing that people don't have money. They're not shopping like they used to. So they
Mm-hmm.
started
Mm-hmm.
canceling some of their orders from suppliers
Mm-hmm.
so that they can clear out inventory ahead of the holiday shopping season. So,
Oh,
as we as consumers are shifting our spending practices, Target is trying to do its best to also be responsive in these times. So they realize that shoppers are focusing on more non-discretionary items like groceries, like things that we actually need, as opposed to buying TVs, for instance. But if you are in the market for some of these things, now would be a really great time to go ahead and get in
yeah.
there, because they are going to be slashing these prices and really clearing out that inventory. So now is the perfect time for you to be able to get some things at a discount.
Start.
Um, huh?
Oh, I was gonna say yes. No, continue. Continue. I was gonna continue.
So, but I was gonna say I actually had a chance. Like I said, there's no Target in Mexico. So when I got back, that was one of the first things I wanted to do, was to go to Target, because I wanted to see Tabitha Brown's
Ah,
collection,
got it. Yeah.
and I just wanted to do something familiar, you know. So I went
Did
to
you see it?
Target, and one, I did see it, but there wasn't hardly anything left.
Good.
And what I noticed when I was in the stores is like the shelves seemed so bare. It just seemed like it just wasn't the Target that I once left behind. And it was really odd to me. And one of the places that I definitely saw was on the aisle when we're talking about feminine
Oh
hygiene
no, no,
products.
no. No, I'm sorry.
Yes. That they like nothing, like nothing was hardly there on the shelves.
Wait, for just
And hmm,
for clothes or just for what we're showing on screen when you said nothing was hardly there. Period.
for, well, it was all types of things, but when I went over into this aisle, I saw like there was hardly anything,
What
right?
aisle
So
are
it's
you
like
showing?
shelves
Are we
on
able?
the feminine hygiene aisle.
Oh, okay.
So I was trying to get, I was like looking for toothpaste, like, just regular stuff. And I went down the aisle and I was like, where the stuff at? Like, what is
What is
going
that?
on, right? So what we've come to understand, and I don't know how closely
What is
you all have
that?
been following this, but there have been a lot of supply chain problems. We already know that inflation is happening, but there have also been supply chain problems. And one of the places that this is showing up is with hygiene products. So when we're talking
With
about
my Yanni
menstrual
products.
products, I'm sorry.
My Yanni products. My
Yes,
girlfriend products.
yes,
I call my
menstrual
girlfriend my
products.
girlfriend.
Um, so one of the things that we're seeing is a shortage of those types of products, specifically in the U.S. And retailers are really trying to figure out how to get around this, but it's much larger than what we are seeing and what we've ever been used to. So because of these supply chain products that the supply chain issues that we're talking about, we're not going to be able to get things the way that we used to before. And it
Okay.
really makes me think about in the US, especially coming back to the US, we have a very like wasteful culture where we're used to a lot of single use products. So if you think about things like plastic cutlery, um, napkins, like paper napkins, straws, like things of that nature. In Mexico, they don't even give those things. Like you're talking about shopping bags, you won't get a bag in Mexico. If you
I
didn't
mean,
bring your own bag, you would be carrying this stuff out in your hand. Even places here in the US in the north. So I'm in Boston right now. And it's the same thing. Like you're not getting a bag. So people are trying to make better choices for the environment. So one of the things that I was wondering is what
Mexico.
might that look like for us as consumers and users of these products, especially when we're talking about our sanitary products, how we can get around this supply chain issue, because it really is like a big issue. So I was doing some research and I want to know from you all, like, which of these products have you used? Because gone are going to be the days where we're going to be able to get a whole bunch of tampons and pads and all that kind of stuff, and just be having a lot. So I don't know if you all are familiar. Are you familiar with the period panties?
No, and I don't even want to. Just by the sound of it.
So you're supposed to be able to wear the panties on your period. They're supposed to be able to catch all of your flow, and then you wash them and reuse them. I have never used them. Um,
Um,
I in my mind am trying to make it make sense, but I don't know anybody that has used them before to be able to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sign up for these. So thank you, Anne. Anne says she heard that it doesn't feel like you think that it would.
what
Um,
doesn't seem like you think that it
the
would?
panties.
Oh,
Seth, where you at today?
because I'm looking. I'm sorry. I'm looking ahead. I'm sorry. Stay on. Stay.
I'm like, what
Stay
is
focused,
happening?
Sabrina.
So,
Focus. I'm looking ahead
I
on
agree,
numbers.
Jackie. It feels like, to me, it feels unsanitary, but it can't be. Like it has to be sanitary,
You see the same thing?
Um, I'm just giving you options, right? So these are out there. We also came across
So why are you giving us
the Diva
options? You're
Cup.
giving us options for our sanitary and our health just because the pictures that she was showing were tampons. Like there are no tampons anywhere. So you're asking
Right.
us
So
what is
how
the
you gonna catch your flow, girl? If you ain't got no tampons, you ain't got no pad. How are you gonna catch your flow? So that's why we're
I
talking
call the
how
other ones diapers. I know I'm not, and I don't mean to offend anybody who wears pads, but
whatever. But guess what? It ain't gonna be none in a minute. So you might want to get it here on one of these reusable products that I'm sitting here telling you about now. So this is the Diva Cup. And
Mm.
or menstrual cup, and there are so many different types. There's Diva Cup, Flex, like there's all sorts of different types, but I've heard of people using these. So again, y'all tell us in the comments which of these you've used and which of these you might recommend,
Mercy.
so that we can have some firsthand knowledge about it. So menstrual cups, basically you fold them up, it collects the liquid inside, but then you have to empty it out. From what I understand, I don't know how difficult it is to get it in or out. I've never used it. Looking for testimonials in the comments. Also there's the menstrual disc. So one of the things with the cup is I wonder if it can be worn during sex, or like, can it be felt? Like, I don't know, but I've heard with the disc that it can't be. So that's another option, is the menstrual disc. And again, I believe you fold it in half, stick it in, and then it collects, and then you gotta pull it out, empty it, what have you. But again, this is reusable, so you'll always have your product with you. Also came across these. These are cloth pads. So basically, again, they're reusable. You wear it, you wash it, you use it again. So trying to
No,
get from you all, what products are you using that have
no,
been successful for you,
no.
so that we can make this transition as we are trying to deal with the supply chain issues that are only going to get worse. Have
Wait,
you used any of these, Sam?
no.
Which of these do you feel like you would be most inclined to use?
Okay, so a process of elimination for me. I don't want to do the is it what's the cup with this thing on it?
The menstrual cup.
I wouldn't do that because I
Okay.
no, that one. Yeah, I wouldn't do that
Yeah.
because I feel like I would create a murder scene with that because I
Man.
don't know how to use it. I would have to watch a lot of
Okay.
YouTube videos to figure out how to use that one. The disc, I feel the same way with the cup. But if I had to, I would go back to wearing sanitary napkins. I call them diapers because that's the way I felt when I was wearing them. I haven't
But
worn them
would you
in
use the
years.
reusable sanitary napkins like
Mm,
these?
Um, I would try it, but I would. I don't want to. I mean, we do a lot of things with it we don't want to, but I would. I don't. I don't know. I actually no. I'm gonna say no because it is my body. I look at my body every day. I know what comes out of my body, but I'm just like, do I really want to look at what comes out of my body? No.
So this
No.
is something to think about because again, when we're thinking about these products and the inability to be able to get our sanitary products, we may be in a
Gotcha.
situation where we need to use some type of alternative. I think for me, the cup would probably be best for me because I can't see the disc. The cup at least has something on it for me to pull it out. So I do want to try and see, but we definitely wanted to make sure that we talk to you all about this because if you had not noticed and you are used to depending on um single use sanitary products, understand that you may have a difficult time finding them. So if you're open, then you may want to switch over to some of these other types of products.
Well, I see a few women in the community who are proud that they no longer have to deal with that. God bless you. Um, God bless
I was gonna say I wish. I don't wish. Not yet.
you.
But yeah, so those of us that still are, we definitely need to make sure that we're thinking in the future. Like we want to be proactive as opposed to reactive, you know.
All
You
right.
feel me?
No, but
Wait, Sab, you're gonna have to get with the program. You're gonna have to
I
get with the program.
know,
Yeah,
I
so
know. I'm learning that I'm not quick for change in some situations, and that's why I'm in courses at work and just courses for myself, and I'm learning how to be a better person who's more receptive to change, certain types of change, and this type of change.
hmm
It's like, ooh, I don't want to do it. Okay, so next we're going to talk about. So we've been hearing a lot about the feds and the Fed rates and the interest rates recently. At least I have. At least, and if you, you certainly have been not sitting under a rock, and you've been hearing everything about the federal interest rate. So what that means is just to kind of give you a layman's term of what that means. So for the average everyday person, it means that banks, this is the rate that banks borrow from overnight. So the Fed, they're really trying to take inflation seriously. So initially the rate, they intended to go up on the interest rate, move up 50 basis points, and listen to me, and I apologize if I'm sounding like I'm sounding like Charlie Brown's teacher. So uh, so the Fed, they're really taking the interest rate seriously. Originally, they said that they would move up 50 basis points each quarter, but now they're at 7.75 basis points, and they're trying to stop the prices from going up. So what this means, so for example, so like we see interest rates going up on houses. So if the interest rates keep going up on houses, and like the mortgage rates will get higher, and eventually less people will demand houses, and this will eventually help housing prices start to go down. So what we can do, or what we can try to do, is to combat this is increase our savings. You should cut back on debt, i.e., using credit cards more. So, like right now, the credit card interest rate is at 16%. This is like the highest this is the highest out of any consumer loan. Cut back on
hmm
large purchases. I know we just talked about Target and how they're cutting prices, so maybe that may be opportune for you to take advantage of them cutting prices, and you're able to not buy the big 50, 60, 70-inch screen TV. So cut back on large purchases if you can avoid it. But the people who are going to benefit the most from this happening and the interest rates going higher is because a lot of people aren't going to be able to purchase homes, and they're going to continue to rent, is the landlords. And so the more people will find it harder to purchase a home and get a mortgage, so they're going to rent. So recap, the interest rate was at, they intended to go up 50 basis points every quarter, and now they're at 0.75 basis points. And again, this is intended, they're raising this with the intention of trying to stop inflation. At least that's what they
Right.
say. I'm just repeating what
hmm
they say. Um, and we hear all of this, and I'm just like, well, so yes, gas prices are going up. our regular everyday groceries are going up. Like, I'm noticing these things. So again, if you can just cut back on large purchases, if you can drive less, like if you work from home, that's a plus for you. You don't have to
Yep.
drive with these gas prices. So we have to really be intentional and really be prudent in our spending and how we spend. And it's hurting uh the low income the most. Like it's
Absolutely.
most.
It's
Uh,
like the safety. So the safety number, if you will, if there was a window of the safety number that has closed, right? So let's say the safety number was like $50,000. If you had 50,000, you were good. That number is getting larger and larger and larger and larger. So it's like now you have to have at least 75,000 to be good. So
mhm,
it's a
mhm.
lot
Yeah,
that's definitely going on. And one of the things I do want to make sure that I say is this is not a US problem. This is a global problem. When people are talking about gas prices and things of that nature, gas right now in DR, when I was there, was about $8 for a gallon. Gas in Mexico was about six something for a gallon. So it's not just in the US. Like, and people have been saying like Biden's fault. This has nothing to do with Biden. This is really effects of COVID and the war. Um
yeah.
but it's everywhere, right? So really, again, when I go back, when I was talking about the sanitary products, we really need to be thinking about how to maximize our dollar and how to stretch our dollars. So if I don't have to continue buying things over and over again, that means I only bought it once, right? So really shifting in our thinking, because again, as Americans, we are used to going and getting what we want when we want it, and
Right.
that's
Yeah.
that. And those days are not right now. So we
No,
really need to
not
try
right
to
now.
hunker down for a moment and really try to figure out the best ways to cut costs and make sure that we're able um, to do everything that we need to do for our families. So,
Crime is going up.
yeah,
People are stealing gas. Just be really watch your surroundings because things are going to get. I feel like I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but I feel like things are going to get worse. You're going to continue to see
they
the
are.
escalation of crime in certain cities, especially in my hometown. But I am seeing YouTube videos of people stealing gas, and this one man caught on fire
Yeah,
because he was trying to steal gas, and
that's
it's
what
really
people do when they're desperate. Yeah, it's a
so
thing.
yes. So
So we
I'm
want to make sure, again, that we are preparing ourselves and our community. Like, we don't want
mhm,
to be walking around blind thinking, oh, everything is going to go back to normal. Normal is gone. Like, we're transitioning into a new state. So it's really
mhm.
important for us to be preparing for that. But having said that, we still want to make sure that we are allowing time and opportunity for fun. Because we can't always be in situations where things feel so weighted down. So
Mm.
I want to know who going to Essence?
Um,
Who is going to Essence? Because guess what? It's about to be that time. Who going to Essence?
I have still never been. I know we did an episode maybe a couple of years ago, and we talked about I I'm not because you want to know why I'm not going? Because I'm going to
Why?
Cabo with the beautiful brown girls.
First of all, Cabo is a couple weeks after that. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out who's going to Essence. I am from New Orleans. I usually go to Essence every year. I haven't been since COVID. So I'm really excited about going. I definitely think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm probably not gonna go to the concerts or anything like that, but I definitely do want to be in the city for
For the
all of the
weekend.
festivities and just the energy of what
Yeah.
goes on during Essence.
So
So,
why are we bringing up Essence?
well, because it's about to be that time to make sure that it is time for us to pack our things and get ready to roll out to go to
You
Essence.
need a
So,
fanny pack?
we wanted to provide you all with an Essence survival guide
Oh,
for what are
got
the
it.
things that you need if you are going to be at Essence. Okay.
Who's going to
So,
Essence? I see in the community, I don't see many people going to Essence. I saw
It
one
doesn't
person.
seem like a lot of people are going, where are my New Orleans beautiful brown
Yeah, they're
girls? What's
opening
going
up.
on? Where y'all at? Where
They,
y'all at?
they are. This
Where?
is the first time. I feel like this is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first time they're actually going to be in person in the Metrodomes again.
They'll be in person at the Superdome.
Super.
Yes.
Ooh, what did I call it? Metrodome. Sorry.
I don't know.
I call it the Metrodome.
But yeah, so we'll be back in person. Okay, so let's go through this survival guide like really quickly. So first thing that you'll need are clear bags. This is a policy that you may be familiar with if you've gone to any NFL games or things like that. They don't allow big bags into the stadium if they're not clear. So you want to make sure that you have a clear bag. Your clear bag cannot exceed 12 inches by 6 inches by 12 inches. So you can't walk up in there with a big old clear, for real backpack, but you can do a mini backpack, a crossbody bag, a fanny pack, or a little handheld pack. So you want to make sure that you have your clear bags. If you don't have a clear bag, you can have a non-transparent clutch, but it can't be any bigger than 4.5 by 6.5 inches. They will turn you around at the door. So you do not want to get all the way to the door and then they're like, you cannot bring that bag in here. Now you got to walk all the way back to the car to put your bag up. Okay, so just make sure you go ahead, go on to Amazon, go on wherever, get your clear bag so that you're good to go. The next thing that you want to make sure that you have is a portable power bank. Because, child, you're going to be taking the videos, you're going to be taking the pictures, you're out here like doing the things that's hot. When it's hot, your phone battery drains really quickly. So you want to make sure you have your portable power bank so that you are able to keep your phone charged. There is nothing like wanting to order an Uber and you can't order an Uber because you ain't got no charge. Okay, so make sure you have your portable power bank. And again, you can get these for like $10 on Amazon or something like that. I actually have one here, and mine has like all different types of little gadgets. So like I have a USB-C, I have a thing for an iPhone, I have a way to charge just a regular USB in here. So, and I could just sit it on top. So mine is kind of like the one that's showing in the black there. But super convenient. I live by it. Especially being out and about a lot. I always want to make sure that I have a charge. The next thing, think about getting yourself a mini cooling device.
Yes.
Yo, it's hot as hell in New Orleans. Okay, hot and humid. If you ain't used to that heat, child, be sticky like a mother. Listen. Make sure that if you are inclined to be warm and you don't do well in the heat, that you go ahead on and get you a portable cooling device. Okay, so that could be a handheld fan that can be operated with either battery or chargeable. They also have wearable fans and wearable air conditioners now. Like, so the wearable fan is in the middle and then the wearable air conditioner is on the side. They're cute. They look like Bluetooth headphones, kind of back in the day Bluetooth. But it might come in handy if
I've never seen these before. I mean,
yeah,
this is my first time seeing this.
Yeah, they work. They're pretty dope. So you want to make sure if you are somebody that can't stand the heat, that you get you a mini cooling device. Also want to make sure you have some sun protection. Want to make sure that you have a hat, that you have some shades, and that you wear sunscreen. Keep it in mind that Black people do get skin cancer, so we want to make sure that we are keeping this melanin popping.
I got sunburned at an Essence event in Dallas.
Yep, we do get sunburned. So making sure that we have those things so that you are protected from the sun. And a cute hat with your outfit, like you be cute, your big shades, like go ahead on and rock that thing, but you are protecting yourself from the sun that will be out and about and ready to burn you down. Y'all make sure you have some comfortable shoes, okay? Let me tell you what you're not going to. Let me tell you what you don't do.
Do not wear teaks. Do not
roll up in this piece with heels thinking you about to be cute, super cute, and your feet hurting. Okay, let me tell you something. Also, you want to make sure, I am a big fan of closed toe shoes, closed toe flat shoes, because New Orleans streets is dirty, y'all.
Yeah,
they're dirty.
Can I just
do not want to?
Oh, go ahead.
You do not want to have your walking sandals on and you step in things. You don't want to do it. It ruins your whole day. Okay. So get you some cute sneakers, get you some cute little Oxfords or loafers or something like that. If you must wear your heels, bring you some foldable flats like teaks.
No,
So that something,
no,
you gotta have
I'm
something
sorry.
foldable, yes.
No,
So
I
you
have to
can take them
insert.
shoes off. Wait,
No,
I'm gonna let you
lady.
say, hold on. But I'm saying for foldable flats, you want to have something that you can put into your bag in case you decided that you was gonna wear them heels because you got to take them off. What's your beef
Okay,
with teaks?
okay. They you can't walk at Essence in those joints, so don't. Yeah, they are foldable. To Kimberly's point, do get some foldables, but teaks are really cute. Can you point to the teaks for people?
The
Since
teaks
you
are the
got them
ones
out?
with the gold and the turquoise.
Yes, do not. They are very cute. Those are $200 shoes. Very cute, but you can't walk at Essence in those.
Are they
Also,
not comfy? The community's asking why.
oh no, they are comfy, but you can't walk a long time in those. I've walked a long time in those. My feet started to hurt, so don't wear
Okay.
those. Also, hiking sandals. Those are good. I think the top left,
Uh-huh.
the black ones, Tevas, Teva. I bought those for my trip, and I've been wearing them in Dallas. Those are the best walking shoes ever, and they're cute and they're comfortable and they come in different colors. So I just want to tell you, like teaks, they're cute, but not for Essence. If you're
Don't
going,
think you about to walk up and down Canal Street in teaks. But if you need to get from the Superdome to your hotel, have you
yes,
some foldable shoes,
yes.
okay? So that you're not sitting there. Please don't take your shoes off and walk on any street
People
ever.
walk barefoot.
Um, ever in life. Okay, last in your Essence Survival Kit, water. You please hydrate.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you're gonna be out here drinking, you're gonna have your hand grenades and your daiquiris and all of your things. Make sure that you are hydrating. Okay, you can put your water bottle in your mini clear backpack, so that you
Mm-hmm.
can make sure you're staying hydrated. It's
Yeah.
nothing like being out there, it's hot,
Okay.
you're sweating, and now you done passed out, and now you can't enjoy Essence because you
Because
on
you
the
passed
curb and EMS had to come and get you because you don't want to drink no water. Okay. So make sure that you have plenty of hydration, plenty of water if you are gonna go to Essence. Now, y'all
one
need to
visit.
figure out
One
why
visit.
y'all ain't going because I'm gonna be there.
I
I
mean,
need
is
to
New
know, so I'm
Orleans
gonna
that
ask
dirty?
again.
I'm looking at
What
someone's comments. Jackie's comment says New Orleans is really dirty. I mean,
it is.
every city is dirty, right?
It's not. Every city is not dirty, but New Orleans definitely is.
Well,
Aisha, that's a good question. Do they allow you to bring the water bottle if it's already full?
good
I'm
question.
not certain. But what I can say is that water is drinkable. So you can always like go to a water fountain and just fill it up. Which unlike for I've been in Mexico, you can't drink the water. So so I would think they would probably make you empty it if you brought it in. But once you get in, then you have the opportunity. So again, if you hey, let me tell y'all some of these comments. Now I done said New Orleans dirty, but y'all gonna get off of New Orleans, okay? Y'all gonna get off of New Orleans, okay? You hear me?
I
But
still
yeah, so
cannot wait to visit the place. I cannot wait to visit New Orleans. And once I go, maybe Kimberland, maybe we'll do a BrownVersation show there. Who knows? But I'm
that
just
would be
saying,
dope.
like, I
Oh,
would
that
love
would be dope if we did like a on location
that.
type
Would
of
be fun.
thing. Yeah.
Okay. That would,
Gabrielle, tell me in the comments where you going in Colombia. That's one of my favorite places. Tell me in the comments. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into our discussion topic for
aw,
today.
I
We are severely, ma'am,
I
time.
know, I
So
know. So we'll save it
so
for next episode because there's still topical things that we could talk about for next. episode
Yes.
if I can make
So
it.
let's go ahead on and jump into our discussion topic today. And we want to start it off with thinking about our mental health moments. So, you know that every show, we always have a mental health moment. And that's really because we want to make sure that we are taking care of our minds as well as our bodies, right? So, if you have been in the members community, you know that this month's challenge has been to get outside, to get outside, to see, to feel, to put yourself in a situation where you are able to gain the energy from the outdoors. So, some benefits of getting outside is that we get vitamin D, which we definitely need for our bodies. You get to change your environment, right? I know for me, like I can be inside, y'all. I can probably be inside, real talk, for a week and not have gone outside
That's
not one time.
crazy, Kimberland. That is
Not one time. Okay. Like if I don't have to go out there to throw away trash, like because I love when I'm at home, I love being at home. So I have no problem being inside, but I have to remind myself to get outside because I am missing out on these nutrients like vitamin D. Or I'm working and I'm having a blockage or something like that. Going into a different environment can immediately trigger our mind to be able to tap in. One of the things we want to encourage you is that
man.
when you're outside, to allow your senses to really take in what's going on. So feel the breeze, feel the sunlight, listen to the birds sing. Like give yourself an opportunity to not be doing anything else and to really just center
Put your phone
yourself
away.
in what, put your phone away, what it's like to be in that moment, right? And
Mhm.
what that will do is it helps us to get grounded as African American people, and as African American women, we spend a lot of time disconnected from our bodies. We have started to do this because it wasn't safe, like for us to be connected to our bodies. In the fact that I I gotta keep pushing, like I have something to do, so I don't have time to sit here and think about all this other stuff, right? But there's this like coalition and movement right now of people aborting this hustle mentality and really saying, I realize I need to take care of me and I really need to center myself and reconnect. So getting outside is a way for us to be able to tap back into our body, to really give our body some appreciation for all it has done, for all that has brought us through, for
Mhm.
the way that our body continues to show up for us day after day. It really is a refueling type of energy that we get when we give ourselves the opportunity to be outside. So, Sab, I know that you are taking this journey, and I would love to throw the mic over to you for you to tell the people about what you have going on and why you decided to go.
Yeah, so I will be traveling to Costa. This is not happy there. I will be traveling to Costa Rica. I'll be traveling to Costa Rica this week. I won't say the actual date just because I don't know. I don't know. I feel like on the internet, so you never know who's watching. But yeah, I'm going to Costa Rica this week, Tamarindo, Costa Rica, and I will be doing it solo. I am scared, but I'm excited. I'm asking Kimberlyn a lot of Spanish questions. I'm on Google, Google Translate, but I wanted to do this because if you've been following this show, you know that like my life, my job search, everything, the stress. I remember at one point I was down at 109 pounds. I was at 109 pounds
Mm,
because of the stress of me being jobless or just or what I was doing, side hustles. And now I am in a space with the company I work for. It's not just the company. It's like I'm at a company. It's not just the company. I say that because I now live. But I say that because I like the company that I'm at. I like the culture. I like where I am in life in terms of just finances, my own place. If you ladies remember, I was staying with my sister. You remember the backdrop of me in the room and all that stuff. I just was not in a good place in my life. And I feel like I'm in a place where I haven't taken a vacation in a really long time. And I didn't have a group of women friends to ask, and I didn't want to go with a group. women's trip. I just decided on a whim I want to go out of the country, and I just did my research, and I decided to go to Costa Rica. I just I want to. I feel less stressed now. I feel a
Mm-hmm.
less stressed now, so I want to go feel how it feels to be less stressed in another country or in another space, and just to get to know Sab alone. And that's one of the reasons why I just chose to do it. And again, I'm scared out of this world, but I'm excited. And I feel like I was at a place to do it, and I just wanted to do it because I haven't taken a vacation in a really long time. And sometimes we have to take that time for ourselves, whether it be the staycations or vacations. I needed to do this, and this has been bubbling in me for quite some time. So please send me your prayers, safety prayers, because I, traveling solo I'm not going to with that energy. I'm trying not to go with that energy, but I am scared, but scared and anxious in a good way. So yes, I'm excited. And yeah, I'm excited. And can I mention that one of the reasons why so I started doing as I was doing research for Tamarindo, Costa Rica, I went to Reggae Fest about a couple months ago, and I bought these waist beads, y'all. Have you ever heard of waist beads, Kimberland?
I love waist beads. I have many.
You do? What about you ladies? I'm sorry, I'm excited. I'm excited. You ladies in the community, have you ever worn waist beads before? Because I, I don't know if I've heard of them, maybe passively, but not really.
Really?
I've heard of them, but not really. I'm trying to think. Like, anyway, I was at Reggae Fest, and Dallas had a reggae festival. And I bought some waist beads from this woman because I'm trying to get Costa Rica fine. And I
Yes.
decided to buy some waist beads. I have them on today. I have them on. I have them on today.
Yeah,
I wear them
cute.
every day. I take showers in them, and I bought them from this Caribbean woman, and she's a Black business owner. And I learned about the colors and the meanings, and I don't remember them now, but I Google is our friend, so we can Google the colors of the waist beads. But I bring that up because as I was trying to get in the mind state of getting Costa Rica fine, so waist beads, if you haven't heard of them, they're an accessory that I just recently learned about a couple months ago. I feel like I've known about them, but recently embraced them for myself. And they are a delicate accessory worn around a woman's stomach and waist, and it's rooted in African culture. And whether as a traditional symbol of womanhood and fertility or worn as a contemporary fashion statement, it is worn on the body. Keyword body.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I mentioned that because black, it's a Black woman. Its history began in Egypt, where they were called girdles or girdles, and they were worn by women as a status symbol. So in West Africa, the tradition was made popular by the Yoruban tribe
Mm-hmm.
in Nigeria. So
The
women in
Yoruba.
Ghana wear waist beads as a symbolic adornment. Um, let's see. And they've been worn as early as the 15th century. And I'm wondering if you ladies in the community have ever worn or are currently wearing waist beads like myself and Kimberland. I'm sorry. I'm so excited to talk about. You know what? I don't apologize. I'm not going to apologize for something that I'm not sorry for. Women, we need to stop saying that we're sorry sometimes when we're like,
Girl, focus.
okay. So I also want to note that don't anybody can wear waist beads. Like, it just makes me feel sexy and sensual
Mm-hmm.
and beautiful wearing them. I Costa Rica's gonna get the body that I gave it.
That's
Right.
it. You hear
So
me?
but I say that to say that don't let like influencers fool you into thinking that only slender women can wear waist beads, or wear African waist beads, or just waist beads. Period. I
Mm-hmm.
say African because they started with African and West African waist beads, but they can be worn by women of all shapes and sizes. I went to a festival a couple weeks ago, and I saw this full-figured plus size woman wearing waist beads, and I was just like, because she looked fabulous in them.
Of course.
She looked
Yes.
fabulous in them.
Yes.
And There is cultural appropriation and cultural appreciation with waist beads. And by knowing what the beads mean and buying them from African businesses, or that's cultural appreciation, whereas wearing them just because you think they're cute and you see
Mm-hmm.
them on the tactics and not knowing anything about them, that's cultural appropriation. So just know where they derived from and where they came from. And I'm not saying that only Black women wear waist beads or can wear waist beads. They can
Mm-hmm.
be worn by anyone, but just know a little history about them
Yeah.
before you wear them.
I love that. I didn't I've studied Yoruba culture when I was in college, and I didn't realize that waist beads came from Yoruba culture.
Mhm.
But yeah, so there was a question about weight loss. It's not necessarily for weight loss. Some people use it for weight loss, but it's more for weight management. That
Mhm.
when if you see your waist bead starting to get a little tighter, then you know that you need to cut back a little bit.
Or if it's moving up.
Um Right. Or if they start to move up all up here, because they ain't got no room no more. But so that is like the one of the purposes of them regarding weight management. So it is a way they are adjustable. Sometimes they have like clasps on them. I actually did a waist bead in New Orleans, actually, for Essence one time. There is a place in New Orleans called the Bead Shop, and they sell beads of all sorts, and you can make all types of jewelry. And I did a workshop, so I created customized waist beads, and the colors do have functions and
Mhm.
meanings and all of that. But every so often when I see I think I have maybe about six of them. So I, will wear one or all or whatever, right? Because it's also an adornment and they're
Yep.
beautiful. To the point of it really is again about loving your body and connecting to your body and doing things that make you feel sexy and things that make you feel in tune and in touch with who you are, right? And waist beads is one of the ways that people do that. So yeah,
Mhm.
I love. And it looks like some folks in our community they wear them, but there were a lot of questions about waist beads. So I'm glad that we talked about this because they're
Yeah.
not for 20 somethings, they're not for flat
Yes.
stomachs, like they are for people who want to wear them. Period and point blank. The other thing that I wanted to say to you, Sab, is when you were sharing about your feelings regarding Costa Rica. I think it's natural to be nervous. You're going to a foreign country that you've never
Mhm.
been to before by yourself, right?
Mhm.
But I don't think you have to be fearful. There's a difference between being aware and even maybe being a little anxious or excited, but I don't think you have to approach it in fear. I keep telling you I'm so excited for you and I'm so happy that you are taking on this journey, because I myself found myself in this beginning of this journey out of the trauma that I was going through at work. So I'm so
Yeah.
glad that you are giving yourself an opportunity to like shut down and really just embrace and pushing
Mhm.
yourself to be able to do this with yourself so that you can really take some time to figure out who Sab is now. Because I think we miss some of the transitions that we make in our lives because we're so busy like doing what we're doing.
Mhm.
So
Right.
I'm looking forward to when you come back. Quite a few people said to journal while you're there, or take time to do a voice recording or something like that so that you're really able to tap in again to what your spirit is feeling, what your body is feeling, so that you can, when you get back, curate those spaces in your reality.
Yeah.
And or maybe you want to decide that you want to go somewhere else, right? So now you see that, oh, there's another way to exist out here in this world, and I want to make sure that I'm giving myself the opportunity to experience the fullness of what my spirit needs. And sometimes we don't know what our spirit needs when we're so busy, like working and adulting.
Yeah.
We haven't had an opportunity to figure out what our spirit needs. So, I and the community am supremely excited for you. I want to congratulate you on this decision because it's not something that everybody does. It is a very courageous decision and it's going to pay off. So I don't want you to downplay it like it's not a big deal. It's a huge deal and you should be really proud of yourself. And I cannot wait. I can't wait for you to come back because I'm gonna be like, story time. Like, what were all the things? Because I know it's gonna be an amazing experience for you. So I really just
Thank
want you
you.
to walk into it ready to receive whatever is being put in your path before you. Receive it and take it in with a fully open heart. Just allow it to be what it's gonna
I'm not gonna cry. I'm just gonna say that. Thank you,
be.
Kimberland. Because I will cry, but I'm not gonna do that now. But thank you. Thank you. And
My
I'm not gonna take my
pleasure.
laptop. I made the decision not to take my laptop.
Good. 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 That's perfect. So yeah, so to Gabrielle's point, she said you're gonna be booking all kind of solo trips after this. Like I can't. I was sitting here talking to one of my friends the other day, and I was talking about like how much I had to go through to get to different places and all that. And I thought to myself, I really can't imagine traveling with other people right
Hmm.
now. Like I literally just be like, I'm about to go to such and such. All right, y'all, bye. And I straps up and I rolls out. So it's a totally different way. So I'm excited to see what that's gonna look like. Aisha said take all the pictures that you can, and Gabrielle is reminding you to make sure you have your portable charger with you so that your
I
phone will be
do.
charged. Okay.
I do. Thank
Perfect.
you. Thank you, lady.
Perfect. So we definitely want to make sure we go ahead and wrap up, y'all, with our beautiful brown girl spotlight. Um, and today's
I
beautiful
like
brown
this
girl
one.
spotlight is another first. We always try to highlight different firsts that are coming about. And today's first highlight, this is Melody Hobson. She has become the first Black woman to be part owner in the NFL. Her resume includes investments, entertainment, food service, banking experience. But when the sale of the Denver Broncos becomes finalized, Melody Hobson will become the first Black woman with an equity stake in a team in the NFL's history. So we wanted to shout her out. I don't know if you all are watching. If y'all are watching the NFL or what or whatever. But
Maybe.
this is going to be this I feel like is changing the game because we haven't had any black women in any type of ownership stake in the
Yeah.
NFL. So somebody gotta start
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
table. Somebody gotta be there first. So shout out to Miss Melody Hobson. She is now that person
I'm
where she's
so
sitting at the
excited.
table.
I want her to
Yeah,
be in that room with all those white men making those football decisions because you hear about just all white men and maybe white. Well, I'm just excited for her. I'm excited.
yeah,
I'm excited to see what move she makes with the Denver Broncos and maybe because I remember Jordan won. Did he want to buy a football team or a basketball team? So I
uh-huh.
think this is exciting. I'm really excited. I just think this is so monumental.
It
Black
is.
woman. I don't know if there are any other women owners. Football.
There are white women
Okay.
that are a part of ownership groups, but she's the first black
Okay.
woman. So like you said, I'm ready for sis to go in there, honey, and let the people know, honey, I am here. Okay. So let's get it popping. So congratulations
Yeah.
to Miss Melody Hobson. Again, the Denver Broncos is the team. So I might actually have to cheer for them a little bit, as long as they ain't playing the Saints. I'm cool with that. But again, congratulations to our beautiful brown girl spotlight. So, having said that, y'all, we want to make sure that you all are connected to us in all the ways that matter. It is supremely important because how else are you going to find out about the amazing things that we're doing? Okay.
I'm
So we want to
saying.
make sure that you have gone to beautifulbrowngirls.com That is our main website. That's where you'll be able to tell if you have a Beautiful Brown Girls chapter in your area, as well as find out some information about the team and the history of Beautiful Brown Girls. We also want to make sure that you're connected to us on Facebook. So make sure you've liked our Facebook page at Beautiful Brown Girls, that you have followed, joined our Facebook group, Beautifully Shaded, followed us on Instagram at Beautifully Shaded, and on Twitter at Beautiful Brown U. We also want to remind you that if you are looking for a deeper connection with us as Beautiful Brown Girls, please go to members.beautifulbrowngirls.com. There you will be able to make sure that you are first to know about things. You have people encouraging you and connecting with you all day. We've got challenges, we've got book clubs, we've got classes, we've got all kinds of stuff, y'all. So make sure that you go to members.beautifulbrowngirls.com to get connected to that. Again, it is only $25 for the entire year, and that will give you the access. I'm not messing with you right now. Sal, tell the people where they can find you.
Did I get that right though? 25?
25, sí.
Okay, gracias.
That's correct.
You are not watching El Negro Telemundo, but I'm just trying to bring up Spanish right now. So you can catch me at sabjackson.com. All of my social handles are there. My Twitter, I wish I would have put my Snapchat on here because that's where I'm most active and that's where I'll most be. If you are on Snapchat, please connect with me there. I wish I would have put it on here. It's Sab Jackson, Sabrina Jackson.
We can update it. You can put that and I'm going to get the air horns. That's our assignment.
All right. So yes, connect with me there. Would love for you to rock with me. I most connect with people on LinkedIn. Would love to connect with you there. If you find me on Facebook, please connect with me there as well. What about you, Kimberland?
And you all can find me over on KimberlandJackson.com and or on mindingmyblackbusiness.com. Shout out to Gabrielle. She says she still needs to wear my t-shirt. So thank you for your support. I took a hiatus because I had COVID. I was stuck in DR, like all of that. But now that I am back, I will be continuing to log my journeys over on Minding My Black Ass Business. So that is on Instagram, as well as on Facebook with 2 Z's. But yeah, I would love for you all to connect with me there. So if you have not connected already, if you go to Minding My Black Ass Business to connect with me there, you can also find me at Kimberland J on Instagram or Kimberland Jackson on Facebook. So I hope you all learned something today. If you did, drop it into the comments for us. We gave out a lot of info today, and hopefully it did something for your spirit somewhere. Okay, so whatever you took out of today's show, if you will go ahead and let us know one thing that you are taking away from our time tonight, we want to remind you all that we are here every other Monday.
Eat this tonight.
Same time, this girl keeps showing off. Same time, same place, right? So we are here on Facebook. I was like, what is this? What is this? We are on our Facebook page here at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. 2 weeks from now is actually going to be 4th of July. So we will probably be on that Tuesday or Wednesday. So we'll keep you all posted about that. Okay, for our next show. Keep in mind also that Brown Girl Boss, we have a show coming up at the end of the month, and that is on Wednesdays. So definitely make sure that you pay attention to that as well. Once again, if you will go ahead and keep dropping into the comments, one thing that you're taking away from our show tonight, if you all will continue to share, continue to tag people in the comments, the BrownVersation does not stop here. So we want to make sure that we're continuing that and really taking in this good content and sharing it with everybody far and wide. So having said that, Sab, we wish you an amazing, amazing trip. It is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I am certain of it. So can't wait to hear about it when you get back. And y'all, we will see y'all in the comments. Okay. We love you all so much. And we'll be back in 2 weeks. Bye, y'all.
Bye.